Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Friday, October 7, 2022. Laws pertaining to the use of psychoactive substances are to be updated to adequately capture the threat they pose. Prime Minister Andrew Holness gave the directive recently following a presentation from the National Council on Drug Abuse, NCDA, at the monthly sitting of the National Security Council. The presentation highlighted the increased use of psychoactive substances among the nation's youth and their deviant effects. A recent situational assessment undertaken in May 2022 by the NCDA pointed to the growing use of Molly and other dangerous drugs among adolescents. The Prime Minister says the update will serve to hold producers and traffickers of the substances accountable. SCJ Holdings has realized gross earnings of $3.8 billion in the sale of sugar lands located in the Greater Bernard Lodge development area. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who provided an update in the House of Representatives on Wednesday, said the earnings will be used to offset over $2 billion in legacy obligations held by the SCJ.
The net proceeds of the Bernard Lodge land sales will be applied in clearing these obligations, and the divestment of the properties will lower SCJ's operating cost and place the organization in a stronger financial position.
The funds were obtained from the sale of 1,225 acres of land to 7 developers for mixed residential, commercial, and light industrial purposes. Prime Minister Holness said Cabinet also approved the transfer of 102 acres of land free of cost to the National Housing Trust and the Housing Agency of Jamaica. The properties, he says, will be used to provide affordable housing for persons of limited means. Mr. Holness says the divestment of lands at Bernard Lodge is progressing smoothly, with 2 of the 3 phases successfully completed and the 3rd phase now in progress. In other news, the island's capacity to police its borders has been improved. That's thanks to the receipt of one of 4 rigid-hull inflatable boats that has been donated under the $420 million Japan Grant Aid Program. The first boat was delivered on Wednesday to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. The 3 remaining patrol boats will be handed over later this year and will be shared with the Jamaica Defense Force. Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson says the vessel will assist the police in combating smuggling and border infiltration.
One of the keys to what we do, of course, is that we have to be able to set sail. We have to go to sea. We have to have the kit and equipment required to do our job. And this gift of the rubber hull inflatable boat will go a long way in assisting us to do that.
I wish to acknowledge Ambassador Fujiwara and his team at the Japanese Embassy in Kingston for their commitment and their efforts to deepen the ties between our 2 countries.
And finally, Executive Director of the Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities, JCPD, Dr. Christine Hendricks, has welcomed news that members of the disabled community will be benefiting from Operation Birthright. The program, which is being administered by the National Identification System, NIDS, will provide more than 30,000 unidentified Jamaicans living below the poverty line with free birth certificates. At Tuesday's JIS think tank, Dr. Hendricks lauded the program, saying members of the disabled community who were once denied critical aid due to lack of identification will now get support.
So many of the government benefits in the past and even in the recent past for COVID grants and so on, many persons, although they were in need, were not able to benefit because they were not able to go onto the system to allow their TRN to identify them.
Dr. Hendricks also urged the abled community to assist the disabled with signing up for Operation Birthright. Application forms are available at nidsfacts.com/operation-birthright. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.